Hey, it's Fresh Paint Friday. We have a tip of the day for today. Today I'm getting ready to do some spraying, some clear coat, and I'm getting ready to just wax and grease remove it. I see a lot of guys, a lot of different painters do everything a little bit different than me. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying it's different. But I see a lot of people that will wipe and dry in a circle. They're gonna wipe it on, wipe it off. Wax on, wax off. Like Mr. Miyagi always said, but I learned a trick from a paint rep one time. He called it, excuse my French, but the poop on the baby's ass theory. You're changing your kid's diaper. You're not gonna go in big circles and just smear that poop all over the place. You're gonna make a nice, clean swoop and try to get it off of there. That's how I do my wax and grease remover. Nice, clean swoops, and pull that crap off the panel. I'm not trying to smear it in the circle and get it, leave it on there. I'm trying to pull it right off of there. So, hey, that's the tip of the day for today. We'll see you in the paint booth. Hey, what's up? We're in the paint booth. We're spraying some of these inner fenders for the 68 C10 project we got going. But let's do a quick tech tip. I know we talked about wax and grease remover before, and you know, not doing it in circles and smearing it around. You want to pull it all the way off the panel. But here's another quick tech tip. When wax and grease removing, you finish up your panel, look at your towel. If your towel is dirty, you're not done. If your towel is dirty, there's still trash on that panel, okay? So you gotta do it again until when you get done, you look at your towel is clean. You know your panel is clean if your towel is clean when you're done. So that's a quick tech tip, something you can look for when you're doing your wax and grease remover to make sure that your panel is actually finished. You guys have a good day. We'll see you in the paint booth. And hey, go paint something. We're in the paint booth, getting ready to put some base coat and clear coat on this 70 Gran Torino. And I was just thinking of a tech tip to do today. And I had a couple of buddies that are also painters. One buddy asked me a couple of weeks ago, he's like, man, I'm always had trouble with trash in my paint, man. And I figured it's just part of life. I just get over it. I'm gonna have to sand above it anyway. And I'm like, well, dude, how do you tack stuff? Do you like, you take your time and make sure you tack it? He goes, what do you mean I take my time? I tack it. I unwrap my tack rag, nice and square. I go to the panel, and I try to go over every single square inch, right? I do my best. What do you mean? What do I do? How do I tack it? And I said, well, a buddy of mine, he told me, he taught me how to power tack and how to clean out my tack rag before I got started. He goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, I take a blowgun and my tack rag, and I'll unwrap it all the way. Blow it out, get it nice and fluffy, not all one big square, and I try to spread it out and get it as big as I can. And then when I tack the panel, I try to tack the entire panel, as big as a portion of the panel as I can. And I'll try to, just like I do with my wax and grease remover, I'll try to pull as much of that panel straight down as I can. Pulling it straight down, all the way to the end. Pulling all the way across, all the way off the panel. Because in the past I've noticed when I do it this way, back and forth, when I stop right here and I go forward, I'll leave a little bit of trash. Look, there's a piece right there. So it happens. Back and forth, it doesn't work good for me. All the way across the panel, the biggest, make my tack rag as big as I can make it. And then maybe every 2 or 3 passes, I'll come back with my blower gun. I'll clean it out again. Now, I'm not just gonna tack it once. Sometimes I may tack this thing 5, 6, 7 times until I have that feeling of, man, there's no way there can be anything left on that panel. So for me, tacking, using the tack rag correctly is like probably the most important thing you can do prior to painting. But I mean, everything is important, but the last thing you do is tack it. So take your time, make sure you don't go back and forth, pull all the way across the panel, And hey, that's my tech tip of the day. Hope you guys have a good day. We'll see you in the paint booth.